Yes, check it like SQL Server database administration. Basically, say like in general, every application means like every application. It may be mobile application or web application. Every application has basically two parts actually, front end and back end parts. Front end part is basically, remember, it is a user interface part through which our users are working. Means what, generally I will open some website, I will open some app. So we'll make transactions. We don't know what is happening in the background, right? Just as a end user, we are making some transactions through front end part or by opening some website. But whenever we make some transaction, the data is stored in the backends here permanently. That's why, remember, like in general, remember, every application has two parts actually. One is a front end part is it, which is also called as a user interface part through which our users are working. Second one, say like back end part is it, which is our database part actually. So where the data is there permanently. And see, generally, this front end part is developed by some developers like .NET developer, Java developer, PHP, Android, various developers here, iOS. Okay, so various developers are there. They will develop this front end part. They will use HTML, CSS, various technologies for look and feel. Okay, various technologies they uses. But remember, whenever the transaction is done, let's say I will open some ICICIbank.com. I will make some transaction. The transaction is stored permanently here in the backend part, which is our database part. So here our generally, remember, backend part is uh, where uh, where the actual data is present. Every transaction data is stored or captured here in the backend part. Suppose I have transferred some money from one account to another account, that complete information plus changes. Information means who has done this transaction at what time, from which laptop, from which IP address, that complete details plus what transaction I have done. Let's say amount transfer. Information plus changes are stored in the backend part permanently. So again, remember this backend part where the actual data is present. So we are maintaining the data here with the help of databases. Basically, a backend part is collection of databases actually. So where the actual data is present. So that means what, just we have to understand a backend part is very, very important for us. Why? Because this front end part is what, just a user interface part. Even it is deleted, no problem. We can copy again. But if backend part, if some database part is damaged or if database is damaged, chances are there data loss scenario may be there. That's why that is the where we are working as a database administrator to provide security for data. Okay, so yeah, in the same way, in case of some database crash, something happen, so we can recover the data. We are maintaining some standby servers. Why? Because in the event of production server crash unexpectedly, no problem. So we can make the users to continue their work with standby servers. Like this are various activities as a database admin. Remember, we are working with this backend part, which is very, very important part for us. And once again, as a database administrator, our job is, remember, maintenance. We are not developing anything. Our job is maintenance. Means what, if anything happen, if any performance issues are there, any problems are there, those problems we are going to handle as a database administrator. Check your collection of databases where the actual data is present. To create and manage these databases, we are using some softwares here, RDBMS products. RDBMS products here, relational database management system. RDBMS means what? To create, see, purpose of database is to store the data, and these databases we are managing with the help of these RDBMS products. See, currently in the market we have so many RDBMS products are there here in the market, like our MS SQL Server, Oracle, okay, Sybase. So many RDBMS products are there in the markets here. DB2, PostgreSQL, like so many RDBMS products are there. That's why first point we have to understand, as a database administrator, not only SQL database, it may be Oracle, anything here. Our job is to handle the backend part where the actual data is present, and our job is to handle the databases. We are maintenance people. Database and database server maintenance is our job. The first point we have to understand. So that's why say, like as a DBA, database administrator. So our job is what, like database means databases, maybe any database like sales database, HR database, anything. Database and database server. Database server is nothing but, for example, SQL server, Oracle, something here. Database and database server maintenance is our jobs here as a DBA. Okay, our job is what? Maintenance. That's why as part of maintenance, regularly is here we have to monitor the servers, we have to monitor the databases. If any issues are there, we have to troubleshoot those problems. That's why here monitoring and troubleshooting is our regular jobs here. Means what? Once you enter in the organization, our daily activities are what? We have to see all the databases are healthy or not. Okay, if any issues are there, so if everything is fine, okay. If any problems are there, we have to troubleshoot those problems. So that's remember, like our major activities here, our major responsibilities as a database administrator. So first point we have seen already, maintenance is our job. That's why as part of maintenance, regularly we have to monitor our servers, we have to troubleshoot the problems as a database administrator. The special, like major responsibilities are there. One is installing installations and configurations. So basically, but these are not our regular activity. Why? Because once you enter in the organization, total setup is there with us. Complete setup is there. Just we have to start working with the existing setup. But whenever there is a new client is there, for example, in that scenarios here, like we have to install SQL Server, we have to configure. After that, we can start working with that server. Check your installations and configurations. Then, the same way, like securing databases means providing security for our databases so that unauthorized users should not access my data. The same way, here, scheduling backups. That's why, because like see, backup is basically, remember, to provide security for our databases. Why? Because unexpectedly, like live database or production database crash unexpectedly. Okay, so like how we can recover the data, right? So that's why, remember, like compulsory will schedule the backups actually. Like backups are generated automatically. Once again, remember, as a database administrator, no need to perform the tasks manually. 85% tasks are automated. Just we have to monitor regularly whether all these are working fine or not. That is like backups are there, sir. Scheduling backups are there to provide high security for our data. In the same way, like yeah, troubleshooting regular issues. Regular issues like, for example, let's say performance is slow. Means application team is saying performance is slow. Means like queries are running slowly, or we are getting response. Let's say we'll make some transfer, amount transfer. It is saying processing wait, processing wait. Means performance issue is there. They are saying. Okay, slow performance is it. So we have to check why the performance is slow. We have to troubleshoot this problem. The same way, like we have to troubleshoot downtime scenarios. For example, an unexpectedly database is down. Okay, disk fail, operating system related issue is there. Then we have to bring the database immediately online. Why? Because if the database is down, right, business will not work. Website is down, right? So that's why immediately we have to bring the database back online so that the business will continue. So the same way, like connectivity issues we have to handle. Its application team is saying or users are saying we are unable to connect with the server. We have to see what is the reason, whether server is running or not, any network issue is it. We have to handle that problem. So in the same way, say like automations here. Automation, why? Because see all the features we have, almost all 90% features remember will automate. No need to wake up exactly morning 3 o'clock. No need to take backup. Okay, so we'll write the backup command here. Once again, remember commands are there here. Just 1-2 lines of commands are there which we have to remember. If lengthy commands are there, no need to remember. We can store in a file. We can copy paste it. We can run. If 1-2 lines commands are there, that we have to remember just. Okay. That is like that's remember like automation is it, like all the automated features are working or not. We have to check here. The same way say like we have to maintain standby servers. Standby servers. Why we have to maintain standby servers? To minimize downtime. To minimize downtime. Unexpectedly, remember, like production server crash, database crash, immediately remember we can make this standby server available to the users. Okay, so that business loss scenario we can minimize. Immediately, website will start working. Like this, here, maintaining standby servers is very important here for us. It is almost all compulsory for every client. Yeah, here see in case of SQL Server, we have some concepts are there here, like log shipping, DB mirroring, always on. By using these concepts, remember, we can maintain the standby servers, standby databases. Basically, sir, this is my production server where our databases are there, one or more databases are there. In the database, remember, data is there actually. In database, we have something called tables are there. In table, actual data is there. In table, actual data is there actually. So, see, this is my production server or primary server. Yeah, where our users are working through application. Right, this is my hdfcbank.com website is there here in this server. This whenever the user makes some transaction by opening the website, so this web server where the website is there submits the request to our database server. Okay, that's why remember end users are working by opening some application, some website or some app. Whenever we make some transaction as a end user. Request is submitted to web server where the website is present. This web server will submit the request to our SQL server in the background. Then see, SQL Server will process the query. It will submit the result back to web server. That will submit result back to the user. Okay, your transaction success. Okay, so that is like this is our production server. Suppose tomorrow unexpectedly this production server is down or database is crash unexpectedly, means not regular cases, exceptional cases. Then remember this website will not work. So users cannot work here, means business loss is there to our users.
Okay.
Yes, so that is the reason what we can do as a database admin. Compulsory, we are maintaining one standby servers here. Means whatever the changes are made in this production database copy, same changes are applied to this standby copy as it is copies here. As it is copy, we are maintaining. Means what tomorrow if this production database crash, server crash, something happen, immediately will make the application to continue their work with the standby database.
So like, I mean, we have to copy the production server into standby server.
Yeah, correct. Means what?
Okay.
Like here, see, by using these concepts here, log shipping, mirroring, always on, database mirroring, always on, what we'll do, we'll maintain as it is copy of database.
Okay, sir.
But once we set up this feature, log shipping, logs are nothing but changes. Shipping means transferring automatically. So whenever we set up all these features, purpose is same, we'll see later. So major differences we'll see. Just remember all these features purpose is same to maintain as it is copy, means whenever the users are making some changes here, one user is inserting record, immediately inserted here. One user is updating record, immediately updated here also. Means two copies we are maintaining. So that's why in the event of like failure happen tomorrow, no problem. Here also same copy of data is there. Immediately application can continue their transactions here. Means what, like one user is making some transaction, like he is placing order through Amazon.in. Immediately my production database crash, for example. Just here user will get the message your transaction fail, retry. Once the user click on retry, the transaction will success. Why? Because already this secondary server or standby server will become automatically production. So immediately, yeah, transaction will success. Like that's a slight disturbance will be there in the event of production server crash. Once again, it is not regular case, but compulsory we have to maintain here standby servers. Yeah, so that is like all these are done. All these we have to take care as a database administrator. We have to take care security of our data so that everyone should not access without our uh, without the only authenticated users only should be allowed here. Scheduling backups, so in the same way troubleshooting performance issues, anything, and maintaining standby databases. All these are compulsory activities here as a database admin. Check here, like to maintain as it is copy, we have some features are there in SQL Server. Log shipping is it. Logs are nothing but we have seen changes. Shipping means transferring. So whatever the changes are made in production copy, same changes are applied to what? Secondary server or standby server. But remember, in case of log shipping, basically this log shipping is one of a old concept actually. Old concept. In case of log shipping, what is happening here? Tomorrow, if any changes are made here in primary database, if changes are made, those changes are not applied immediately. some delay is there, means after 30 minutes changes are applied here. In case
Okay.
of log shipping, sir, immediate sync is not there.
Okay.
In the same way, like tomorrow, if this primary crash, immediately will get email notification. As a DBA, I will check what is the reason why it is down. Then manually, we have to bring this database online. Then only users can continue their work.
Okay.
Means what? In case of log shipping, remember there is no immediate sync, no automatic failover. Automatic failover means tomorrow if primary fail, automatically it becomes primary.
Okay.
So those are not there here in case of log shipping. Means in case of log shipping, if production server is down, database is down, users will experience downtime or not.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Why? Because let's say morning 3:30 this production down. Immediately I got the alert message or email notification. Then I will check what is the exact reason why it is done. Then manually I will bring this online. Maybe I'm taking 30 minutes time, 40 minutes time to bring this online. Till 30 minutes or 40 minutes here, website will not work. So
Okay.
that is the reason here to overcome this problem. Uh, right now, remember our latest version is there, SQL Server latest version is a 2019 version right now. So we have like previously we have so many versions are there. We'll see history. We'll see. Just remember in 2005 version, very old version, this database mirroring concept was introduced. In case of mirroring, here immediate sync is there. Name itself is saying mirror, right? So immediately changes are synced here within seconds. As well as tomorrow, if this production database crash or principal database crash, automatically this mirror becomes principal.
Okay.
It's as a DBA, no need to perform anything. Automatically it becomes principal. Already users are working here. Later we can see why it is down. We can make it back online. We'll make this as a standby. Already here users are working now. We can make this as a standby server. The same
Okay.
way, like mirroring is that here once again it is one-to-one feature. One principal database can have maximum one mirror. But again, to overcome the limitations of mirroring, again here always on. In 2012 versions here, Microsoft has come up with always on. It is mirroring plus extra features. It's what in always on also immediate sync is there, automatic failover is there, but it is one to many feature. One primary database can have multiple secondaries.
Okay.
Even tomorrow, if this secondary also has some issue, no problem. We can bring the database in another secondary. Means automatically it comes online. The soon, but tomorrow, today we are going with always ons here.
Sir,
So
one small doubt.
yeah.
So in mirroring, the standby system will become the production system where the production system got crashed or something else.
Correct.
And the changes will apply. I mean, if there is any changes or something that will be happen at the moment, isn't it?
See, correct.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
But whereas in log shipping, it won't be happening. It takes a lot of time to
Yeah.
update the
Default
system.
time is there 30 minutes actually. So we
Okay.
can
Okay.
change also, but no immediate sync actually.
Okay, sir.
Yes. The same way, if failure happen, it will not come online. It will not become primary production. Manually, we have to make it as a production server.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So those are the major differences are there between log shipping, mirroring. Same thing, mirroring and always on both are same.
Okay.
Mirroring and always on both are same, but only in case of always on is one to many feature actually. Means
Okay.
what in case mirroring is one to one, always on is what one to many feature.
Okay.
One primary can have multiple secondaries.
Okay.
Yes. So that is like yeah. So major differences are that. That's why today we are recommending our clients that will go with always on. So that's why it is one of a premium high availability feature. High availability means what? Highly available. The databases are highly available, always available, either in this server or here. But
Multiple system.
yeah, multiple yeah, they are available to the applications here.
Okay.
Yeah, these are like various activities. Just we have to understand. We have to understand indirectly. Our job is maintenance here. Okay, we are maintaining standby servers. We are troubleshooting performance issues. We are automating most of the tasks. Actually, no need to. Why? Because hundreds of databases are there. Manually, we can't perform everything. That's why we are going to automate here.
Okay, sir.
That is like yeah, what are our major responsibilities are there as a database administrator. Okay, and see, generally to work as a SQL Server DBA, we need some basic SQL commands are required for us. Basic SQL commands plus Windows basics knowledge is required for us. And you know Windows, you know already, like how to create folders, how to grant permissions. Generally, normally we'll do that in Windows. But basic SQL, like what is select, what is update command, what is delete command, that basic SQL, what I will do, like I will configure that. I will share you the basic SQL commands, like yeah, basic SQL commands videos. I will share you. You can go through that videos, just 3-4 hours videos.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so very simple. Right.
Okay.
This is like just what we have seen and how the transaction flow is happening. We have seen whenever the user makes transaction, request is submitted to which server, web server, where the website is present. From there, web server is submitting request to what? Database server.
Database.
Yeah, our SQL server, for example. Yes. So that's like that's why we have from our previous discussion, we have to understand that SQL Server is what one of our TBMS product developed by Microsoft. And what we are doing with SQL Server, we are creating and managing databases, right? So database creation and database maintenance is our job. Creation and maintenance, creating and maintenance is our jobs here. And generally, as a database administrator, remember, we are not creating uh, yeah, databases, but our developers team is there. Developers team is there. So yeah, developers team will create the databases. But once the database is ready, we'll place the database into production. So from there onwards, we'll start working with.
Okay.
Once the database is placed into production server, then we'll start working as a database admin to, yeah, our maintenance work will start after development. Yes, this is a, like we can say SQL Server is a RDBMS product developed by Microsoft. So what SQL Server, what we can do with the SQL servers here? With SQL Server, we can create and manage databases, as well as your SQL Server supports BI features, actually business intelligence features. So here we have some BI features are there, like SSIS, SQL Server Integration Services, SQL Server Reporting Services, SQL Server Analysis Services, BI features. Basically, remember, like today every organization needs some uh, BI solution actually for decision making. For analysis and decision making, so that Yeah, BI solution like we can develop here by using these tools actually from Microsoft. So that's what like in SQL servers here, we have three types of jobs are there in SQL Server. One is we can work as SQL Server developer, means programmer. So where we'll create the databases, we'll create tables, we'll write stored procedures, functions, triggers, so many things. And second one's here like a SQL Server DBA, database administrator. It's here once the development is done, once the database is created according to the client requirement, that database will place into production server, live server. Once we place the uh, database in production server, uh, then after that our job will start. Database administrator's job will start to manage the database here. Then, as well as we have MSBI developers are there, Microsoft Business Intelligence developer, who is working with these three tools actually, IES, RS, AIS. That's why we have seen this SQL Server developer is there. This SQL Server basics are there. I will provide you what basics are required for us to work as a DBA. So, but see, our course we are going in detail with this administration part.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So we'll see some basic overview of SSIS also. What is the purpose of SSIS in our course? Okay.
Okay.
Check here like SQL Server. SQL Server supports here two types of working environments. Basically, we have one is here like standalone environment. Is it standalone environment means remember will maintain one single production server, one or more standby servers here. Standby servers by using we have seen like log shifting or DB running or always on. Basically for small scale applications, remember we are going with this standalone environment. So for small scale applications, some small office is there, one supermarket is there. So for those here, small college is there, schools are there. For that, we can maintain single production server. All the users are hitting with to the same server. Whereas like second type of working environment is there here in SQL Server, cluster environment. Why? Because here today, Gmail is there, Facebook is there, like Bank of America, then is there e-commerce websites are there, plus banks are there. In this case, what will happen here? We can't maintain single production server. Why? Because single server cannot process these so many queries, right?
Okay.
Yes, that's why instead of maintaining single production server, we are maintaining say a group of servers here. Okay, like same thing, like in customer care team, single person is sitting, how many calls he can handle? Not possible. So that's why a group of people are sitting. Okay, so I will take the call, someone will take the call. Means what lengthy waiting queue is not there. Same thing, Raymond, for e-commerce applications, 24 by 7 applications, banking applications, compulsory we have to maintain what? A group of servers which are connected to each other, which are working as a single server in the network.
Okay.
Okay, so basically we have here like 121 is there one common phone number. So actually it is not actual number, just virtual number 121 to redirect calls. Same
Okay.
thing here also, remember group of servers connected with each other. Okay, so and working with the virtual name or virtual IP will we'll see again. So basically remember, for minimum here 2 servers are required. Here we can maintain 10 servers, 15, 20 servers also in the cluster. Depends on the traffic actually. Okay, basically for medium and large scale applications, remember, compulsory we have to go with what? Cluster environment.
Okay.
We can't maintain single server. Single server cannot process this many
Okay.
queries. Yeah, that's like two types of working environments are there. That's why while installing SQL Server will ask which type of installation you want to go with. So that's we have to plan. Yeah, we have to go with respective installations. We have to select. This I think power issue is there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Sir.
Right. Check it, that is the two types of working environments we have to understand: standalone and cluster environment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why remember, like we can check here, like say tomorrow, let's say your manager is asking that you have to handle this client, for example, HSBC. You can check actually whether they are using standalone environment or cluster environment. We can check easily. How to check here? Generally remember to connect and work with the SQL Server. We are using one tool called SSMS here, SQL Server Management Studio.
Okay.
By using this SSMS tool, remember, we can connect and work with SQL Server. The server may be there in our laptop. The server may be there in anywhere here in the network. Check here, I will show you in the next class how to install, how to start practicing. Check here, Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. We can connect to one server. Here, connect. Here we can check here, like if right click on server name, this is our server name actually, test SQL 99 SQL Server 15.0 version, means it is 2019 version.
Okay.
If I right click on server names here, properties, is clustered false, it is saying. Means what? Whenever the user submit the query to this SQL instance, this SQL server, in the background, how many machines are processing the queries? Single machine, right? Single machine, yeah. Why? Because is clustered false, it is saying. Means in the background, single server is processing the queries.
Okay.
In the same way, in general, here in SQL Server, we can perform most of the activities, most of the tasks directly by right-clicking here. You want to create a database, you want to create a login to allow him to work with. So we can configure like just now we have seen like log shipping, mirroring, okay, log shipping, mirroring, backups, everything we can do graphically here. That means what?
Okay.
Easy to work with, no need compulsory, no need to use the commands.
Okay.
So both the options are there. Graphically we can perform the task. By using share query also we can work with commands here. Yeah, if I right click on server new query, we can work with the commands also here. Same activities we can do by using command also. Check here, if I say select at the rate version, means I'm checking. Always remember, after typing the command, select the command, execute. It is showing here we are working right now, which 2019 versions here.
Okay, sir.
So, like simple commands are there like this here, 1-2 lines of commands are there, we can remember. But if lengthy commands are there, we have to store in a file, just copy, paste, and run, for example.
Okay.
Yeah, so I will provide you all the scripts. I will provide you means like while working, those scripts are useful for us. In the same way, I will provide you like FAQs and scenarios also, so that while
Okay, sir.
attending interviews, it will be easy for us. Already have
Okay.
written here module wise FAQs I have written. So yeah, scenarios, question answers, as well as
Okay, sir.
troubleshooting is our regular job. Suppose tomorrow we are discussing installation. What are the installation issues are there? Generally, remember if we put 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus years experience, they will not ask what is log shipping, what is mirroring, what is
Mirror.
always on. They will ask with which feature you have worked with. You are saying that always on. Immediately they
Okay.
will ask what are the common issues you have trouble face. Regular
Okay.
issues. What regular issues you have face. Okay, that's why remember issues are important for us.
Okay,
Why?
sir.
Because tomorrow our job is troubleshooting as a senior person. That's why what are the common issues are there? How to clear those issues. So I will share you the soft copy material also. Then it will be easy for us. Okay, right.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Now check here, like by using the command also we can see select server property is clustered. So I'm checking whether it is cluster or not. 0, it is saying false. It is standalone environment.
Standalone.
Yeah, not cluster environment. Actually, I have built the cluster also in my server. In your laptop also, what we can do, we have something, we have VMware. One software is there, VMware. With VMware, remember, we can create multiple machines we can create in laptop. Suppose in your laptop you have 8 GB RAM is there, for example, we can create one machine with 2 GB, one machine with 2 GB. We can set up cluster. Why? Because cluster for cluster we need what? Minimum 2 machines are required for us.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, those things, yeah, I will show you practically. All those things we'll see. Okay? No need to
Okay,
worry.
sir. Okay,
So
sir.
I have built the cluster in my server. So I will show you same thing. So you can also practice parallelly. Just we'll go step by step. We'll go. Okay. Right.
Okay.
Right. That is it. Like how we are connecting and working with SQL Server. One of my client is there. This server is there in Africa. If I connect here, we can connect from here. See, we can start working with. We can connect, see, just we can see the difference, we can see here very clearly. Here we can see green icon is there, means it is a local server, means what this is there in my laptop only. But if you see here question marks here, means this server is not there in my laptop, it is there somewhere in the network. I have connected from here.
Okay.
Actually we have one client is it, Ministry of Education.
Hmm.
So that client database, it is same client. For recently, I have developed one more application for the same client, dropout tracking system for school management system. Means like dropouts, they can track actually yearly dropouts in every school level.
Okay.
So they will check what are the reasons are there for dropouts, like poverty or some any reasons. Then they will try to minimize the dropouts rate actually by, yeah, taking funds from NGOs or something here. Okay, so like they say, like yeah, this is one of my client database actually. So. mm, in 2018, first time, like we developed one software for this client, Ministry of Education and Higher Education, Puntland. One state is there in Somalia country, Puntland. Right now this UNICEF like Save the Children, World Vision, like GPE, Global Partnership for Education. All these NGOs, we know that so many NGOs are working in Africa. So these NGOs actually they are they are supporting these clients actually to improve their education standards, everything.
Okay.
Yeah. So as part of that, previously in 2018, we developed one project like EMIS, Education Management Information System, where we are maintaining totally schools information.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, that project was supported by UNICEF actually. So again, recently in the last year, December, we developed one more project for the same client, dropout tracking system. Just now I've shown you. This is me. I explained the system to the minister. He is the federal minister.
Okay.
This is the state minister of
Okay, sir.
education. So yeah. So in the last December, last year December.
Oh, okay, sir.
So this client we are supporting actually now from here. Okay, remotely we are supporting. Still now they are going with they are making data entry now. Yeah, we are supporting from here.
Okay.
Remotely we can connect and work with SQL Server through these tools here, SSMS.
Okay.
Okay, so I will show you how to install SQL Server in your
Sir,
laptop. Yes.
SSMS means
SQL Server
SQL
Management
Server
Studio.
Management Studio.
Yeah,
Okay.
correct.
Okay.
Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio.
Okay. Okay, sir.
So through which we are connecting and working with the SQL Server. Yes. Yes. What we'll do, we'll conclude the session. I think you got overall what is our responsibilities are there and how we
Yes,
are
sir.
working with SQL Server, and two types of working environments are there, standalone and cluster environments.
Yeah.
Yes. So if any questions are there, you can ask me. I will share you soft copy material notes. I will share you. Plus, anyhow, these recordings I will share you so that whenever you are free, you can go through whenever it is required.
Okay. Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Yeah. If
At the
any
moment,
other,
I'm dedicated to this, sir. I mean, I don't want to skip anything, and
very good.
I'm
Yeah,
purely focusing on this.
very good, very good. So we'll go in detail. No need to worry.
Okay,
I
sir.
will
Sure.
go step by step.
Thanks.
No need to jump here or jump there. So step by step we'll go. Once you say okay, everything is clear, so then I will go to next concept.
Okay,
Maybe
sir. Thanks, sir.
it may be like 1 week delay also, no problem
No
for
problem. Yes, sir.
yes.
Yes, sir. Thanks, sir. Thanks for
Yeah,
everything, for sharing your personal experience as well with me.
yeah, correct. Yeah, yeah. No need to worry. I will make you maximum very good so that why, because first time you are entering into IT, so
Yes, sir.
yeah, you should you will get very good confidence. So
Yes.
yeah, you can
Thanks, sir.
go ahead with your vision.
Thanks a lot for that.
Yes, yes. So any other questions are there?
Nothing apart from this, sir. I'm clear about everything. The concepts which you explained to me, it's very clear for me.
Right. Thank you. Just talk with Geeta, maybe that
Sure,
finance
sir.
terms,
Yeah,
everything.
sure. Yes,
So
sure, sir.
once
Sure,
you
sir. I'll
okay,
speak to
we'll
her.
continue from tomorrow.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thanks, sir.
Right. Thank you very
Right,
much.
sir.
Take
Okay,
care.
sir. Bye, sir.
Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye, bye.